Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga chapter 953, and the majority of this chapter is about finding about the relationship between the Kappa and the Bridge Protector, and now it's done in a way where you don't find out until the end that it's the relationship between the two of them, and so it's for those reasons. As I'm reading through the chapter, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, let's go into something more interesting. I don't really care about this right now. And that was during the first time I read it, and the next time I read it, still had the same thoughts. And the second time is really more on the side of I don't care about this right now because we just kind of were introduced to this character. He hasn't had much screen time, so for me anyway, therefore he's not that important. He's not that he's not that valued. I don't really want detailed things about his past because this is all my opinion, and this was very detailed. I don't think it had to be as long. I don't know how. I could probably think of a way how, but all the information we got, I'm pretty sure there was a quicker way to tell us this. Because, like I said, we spent too much time with it in the chapter, and that's simply based on how important, even the information really is not that important, but how important I think this character is. So, yeah. So, we found out about the relationship, and now we know that the fox that the Kappa was talking about that he knew is the Bridge Protector, obviously transformed. And I think there's some like not metaphorical, mythological reason for why foxes can transform. I think there's something in Japanese folklore or something like that, and that's why he could transform. It. No different ability there. Pretty sure of that. So now we know the swords are good. Like I said in my last review, that I believe the Bridge Protector will give them the swords willingly, give up the weapons willingly. He has done that. So now the ASL Alliance, I think it's called the ASL Alliance. It's not called the ASL Alliance, but anyway, the Straw Hat, the Hearts, the Samurai Alliance. They now have weapons for the samurai who are joining from Wano. So they're good. They're good. They look after. So in my last review, I made another statement saying where the Bridge Protector, or Animaru, I think his name is, would give Zoro Shisui on a temporary basis, like, oh, give it back to me later, kind of vibe. I was wrong about that. So within this episode, we have, I forget her name, it begins with a H, but you know who I'm talking about. Say to Zoro, that Zoro, my boy, I understand that you have Shisui, you claim it to be yours. I'm going to give that back to you, but I'm going to need you to give that back, but in return, I am going to give you another sword. And this sword is said to be one that injured Kaido. So when I read that the first time, I was like, oh, okay. That's quite interesting. So it's going to be Kaido. Now I don't think so it's going to be Kaido. But the fact that is, I think it's because you got what's it? The 21, the 12, and then the 3. I think I can't remember, but I think it's. Because I think it's on the second highest grade that the sword is from. But I honestly don't know what Zoro is going to say in regards to an answer to this. Obviously, just based on the name, I think he will know that it's a higher grade sword than he previously, the higher grade sword during the one before. Sorry, but I don't know if he's going to take it. There's a lot of people in the One Piece fandom who feel like this arc Wano will have a big upgrade for Zoro in terms of swords. And I've seen certain people think that Zoro, by the end of this arc, will have more than 3 swords. Now, I'm someone who thinks that he will always have 3, but 2 of them are always up for breakages and then being replaced. Obviously, the one that's going to carry out Zoro to the end is the one he got from his friend. And I think that when it comes down to Zoro vs. Mihawk 2, the fight will end with Zoro using one sword style technique with that sword to kind of say that they made it there together. They both became the great swordsmen together. That kind of vibe. That's what I was expecting. But regards to the other 2, I think that they could get broken or just replaced down the line. I don't think he'll ever be in a position where he has more than 3, because therefore it would be like, okay, what swords is Zoro carrying this arc kind of vibe, and then that becomes a problem because it would be always, why isn't he carrying his best 3 at all times? You get me? He's not in the Grand Line anymore. He's in the New World. He told Luffy you need to get serious, so therefore he should be leading by example and always being serious regarding holding his 3 greatest swords. But I don't mind if he gets a new sword this arc, and right now it's really 2 swords up for debate in the terms. You could get both of them actually. Anyway, in the terms of if he's gonna get any new swords, because there's 3 options. You can either stick with the 3 swords he has, keep his history, saying middle finger to you, you Wano cats. I'm taking my sword back. Obviously, we was previously introduced to the Nidai Ketsu, I think it's called. The sword that Luffy was carrying. I don't think he has it anymore. But yeah, the sword that Luffy was carrying. We know Zoro's showing an interest in that sword, so that's one sword up for debate of is he going to end up with it or not. And now this one, the one that I said to injured Kaido, will he take it? I don't know. Completely, but those are things to consider. So I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know what he's gonna do. He could possibly take, you don't know. We can only find out in the next chapter, because I weren't invested in the backstory and I just wanted to see anything else. Luffy, Law, what Albert Straw had to do, Big Mom vs. Kaido. Anything could have been better. So for those reasons, I'm gonna leave it. This chapter 2-star rating and call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.